Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss the topic coding decoding. We will look at the basics of this topic followed by the types of questions that you can expect from this topic in competitive examinations. Coding decoding is a commonly asked topic in many competitive examinations, and you should have a very good understanding of this topic to score well. Let's get started. Let's first define coding decoding. Coding is nothing but a method or the way of sending a message, and decoding is understanding the message that has been sent. Let's say you have to pass on a secret message to someone. If the receiver of the message is near to you, might be you can tell that secret directly to that person. But let's say you are sending the message to a person who is staying somewhere else through a letter, and you don't want anybody who is seeing that letter to understand what you are trying to say. Only the person or the person who is supposed to receive the letter should understand what you are trying to say. In that case, what will we do? We will write the letter in such a way that only intended receiver is able to understand the information, or you write the letter in forms of some code which only the receiver is able to interpret. Nobody else is able to interpret. Yes, so this is exactly what coding decoding is. The general types of coding includes number coding, letter coding, symbol coding, or chain coding. Number coding means numbers are used to form the code. For example, if you have a word rat, in a code language you can write this rat as 1, 4 and 5. Basically the words in this particular code language has been replaced with numbers. This is called as number coding. What is letter coding? Letter coding means, let's say we have a word bat. In a certain language, bat is coded as CBS. So in this language, the message or the words are coded in the form of letters. Some letters are used to form the code. This is an example of letter coding. What is symbol coding? In symbol coding, the messages are coded in the form of symbols. Or if we have a word cat, the code for cat can be $. So here symbols are used to code the given words. And the last one is called as chain coding. Questions of these sort, like sky is called flower, flower is called leaf, leaf is called tree, then what has fragrance? These type of questions fall under chain coding. So these are the general 4 types of questions on coding that you can expect. We will understand each of these types by solving problems. That is the best way to understand this topic, coding decoding. We will look at few problems from each of this coding type, and we'll solve and we will understand how to solve such questions in examinations. Let's look at the first type, that is number coding. Look at this problem. If season is coded as 143127 and SIT is coded as 189, then what's the code for eats? I have a word season, and what's the code for season? Season is coded as 143127. I have used some numbers to form the code here. Similarly, SIT is coded as 189. One thing that I notice here is wherever I am seeing the letter S, the code that has been used for the letter S is 1. Correct? Here also there is the letter S, and the code that I have used for S is 1. So the type of coding or the pattern of coding that has been used here is that for each letter in the English alphabet, a particular number has been used as the code. So S is always coded as 1. And then similarly E, even though E is not repeating anywhere, since I understand this is going to be the logic, wherever I see E, I will use the number 4 as its code. Wherever I see A, I will use the number 3 as its code. Wherever I see O, I will use the number 2 as the code. Wherever I see N, I will use the number 7 as the code. Wherever I see I will use the number 8, and wherever I see T, I will use the number 9. Which is the word for which we have to find out the code? We have to find out the code of eats. So what will be the code of eats? What is the code for E that you have to use? E will be 4, A will be 3, T will be 9 and S will be 1. So the code for the word eats will be 4391, which will be your answer. So the answer for this question is 4391. This is an example of number coding, a very, very basic type of number coding. Let's look at another question. If can is coded as 3114, PEA is coded as 1651, then what's the code of pen? This is a more complex type of coding. So here for CAN, CAN, the code used is 3114, and for PEA, the code that has been used is 1651. We have to find out what is the code for pen. If you actually closely try to see what the given numbers are, the numbers that has been used here as code for the letters is nothing but the position of the letters in the English alphabet. That is, which are the letters in the English alphabet? Let's just write it down. The code for C is 3. That is, the position of C in the English alphabetical order is 3. Position of C, the letter C in the English alphabet is 3. That is what has been used as the code. The position of A in the English alphabet is 1. This 1 has been used as the code. Similarly, the position of N in the English alphabet is 14. And here 40, that has been used as the code. Similarly, here P is coded as 16. That is, the position of P in the English alphabet is 16. That's what has been used as the code. And E is 5. E is 5 and A is 1. So, using the same logic, what will be the code for pen? Again, P is coming here, so it has to be 16, and E is 5. What is the position of N? N is 14. So the code that we are looking for is nothing but 16, 5, 14. This was a little more complex than the earlier question that we solved, but this is a very, very commonly asked type in many examinations. So questions in coding decoding many times will be on number coding, where they are using the position of the letters in the English alphabet to form the code. I hope this question is clear to all of you. The correct answer that we are looking for, that is the code of pen, is nothing but 16, 5, 14. Let's move on to the next type of coding, that is letter coding. If in a code language, max is coded as SHTAM, then how will we code science in the same language? How has the code been formed? You are just reversing the letters. You are just writing the letters in reverse. So you will have SHTAM. That's how your code appears. So the letters are written in reverse. The pattern to be used here is writing the letters in the word reverse, and that will give you the code. So similarly, how will you code science in that language? Write the letters in reverse for this word also. It will become ECNEICS. This will be the code that you are looking for. The correct answer for this question is this. Code for science is this. This is an example of letter coding. Let's look at one more example of letter coding. If number is coded as OVNCFS, letter is coded as MFUUFS, then how will you code mirage? What's the logic that's been used here? Number, the code for number is OVNCFS. The code for letter, many times writing down the code like this just below the word will help us to understand the logic easily. MFUUFS. This is the respective codes of the given words. Here if you see, after N, what is the alphabet that will come in the English alphabet? It's O. After U, it's V. M, after M, N will come in the English alphabetical order. After B, C. After E, F. After R, S. So basically the pattern that has been used here in this coding is, in the given word, the letters are replaced by the next letter that will come in the alphabetical order. That is, after N, N plus 1, in the alphabetical order is O. Similarly, U plus 1 in the alphabetical order is V. M plus 1 is N. B plus 1 is C. E plus 1 is F. R plus 1 is S. Here same way, after L you have M. After E you have F. After T you have U. Again after T U, after E F, after R S. So similarly, how will you code the word mirage? It has to be N J S B H F. This will be the code. And options also many times will help us to find out what the answer will be faster than actually solving the complete question. But since we are learning a concept here, I have not given you options and we are solving the question fully so that your understanding of the topic is clear. I hope this type of coding is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is on symbol coding. What is given here? If rose is coded as follows and sign is coded as follows, then how will you code sun? What is the code for rose? Rose is coded as follows and sign is coded as like this. Now, how will you code sun? If you observe these two words, S is there in both the words and the code for S is percentage in both the cases. Similarly, the code for E is this opening brackets in both the cases. So what do I understand? The pattern that has been used here is that for each letter a particular symbol is being used as the code and that is standard throughout. Now I have to find out the code of the word sun. What is the code for S? The code for S is percentage. So this will be percentage. Similarly, what is the code for N? The code for N is dollar. So this will be dollar. And what is the code for O? The code for O is and. This will be and. So this will be the code of the word sun that we are looking for. In this case, for each letter in the word, a particular symbol has been used as the code. Let's look at the next type of coding questions, that is chain coding. Let's look at the first question. If red means yellow, yellow means pink, pink means green, green means blue, then what's the color of the leaves? Yellow is called as red. That's what it means. Okay, when I say red means yellow, what I am referring to is yellow is called as red. That is, this statement means yellow is called as red. That is, when I say red, I am actually referring to yellow. Similarly, yellow means pink. That can be interpreted as pink is called as yellow in the coded language. Similarly, green is called as pink in the coded language, blue is called as green in the coded language. The question is, what is the color of the leaves? What is the color of the leaves generally? Leaves are generally green in color. Now, what is green called in this code language? Pink means green, or I can say green is called pink in the coded language. So when I say what is the color of the leaves are generally green in color, but according to the coded language, what is the color of leaves? The color of leaves in the code language is nothing but pink. This is the answer that we are looking for. The correct answer here for this question, that is what is the color of leaves, is nothing but the leaves are pink in color, because pink means green. Here it's given pink means green. Using this, I have got this as the answer. I hope it's clear. Let's look at the next question. Sometimes in questions they will ask means, the word means, right? Red means yellow, but many other times they will ask like the second question given here. If sky is called sunflower, sunflower is called tree. This is very easy, right? Sky is called sunflower means in a code language, sky is called as sunflower, sunflower is called as tree, tree is called as earth. Then what is yellow in color? What is actually yellow in color? Sunflower is yellow in color. But what is sunflower called in this language? Sunflower is called as tree. Or what will be yellow in color actually? Tree will be yellow in color. It's the sunflower which is actually yellow in color, but in this language, sunflower is called as tree. The second type is very, very easy because the word given here is called, right? So it's given directly, so you are able to find out the answer very fast. But don't get confused now when the word means come. I am sure all of you know how to interpret such statements. When we say red means yellow, we are actually trying to say that yellow is called as red in the particular language. Once you understand this, solving the questions from chain coding becomes very, very easy. These are the few question types that you can expect from this topic of coding decoding. I hope all the question types that we solved was clear to all of you. What we discussed are the basic and the commonly asked question types from this particular topic, coding decoding. If you practice more and more questions from this topic, you will definitely be able to solve any question that comes from this topic. If you have any doubts with regards to questions from this topic, please do let me know in the comments box. I will be happy to help you. Thank you.